Good afternoon. This is King Cable reporting live from Hampton University, finding facts about what's really going on and how it's going on. Follow me. What if I told you that sex can determine how successful you are and how much money you make? In fact, it actually does. And it's called sex transmutation. Sex is actually the #1 stimulant that stimulates the mind. Now I'm about to interview a few of Hampton students to see what they feel about sex. I'm here at 20B, Beacons Way, in the Hampton Harbor's apartments, here to find out what some of the Hampton students have to say.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes.
Can I get your name, sir?
Donovan Rush.
Donovan Rush?
Yes, sir.
What do you feel about sex?
I love it.
Well, what if I told you that sex can determine how much money you make?
Well, I guess I'll be having it the rest of my life. If it means I'm making more money.
Here's some food for thought. There are 10, count them, 10 stimulants that alter the human mind. And guess where the desire for sex is? #1, how some people define success. We want to know how you define success. It can be a simple answer.
I have no idea. I'm not successful.
Well, what if I told you the amount of sex that you have determines how successful you are?
Hey, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Well, there you have it. Here I am in the Hampton Harbors, here with a fellow Hampton University student.
Jordan Wilkie.
Jordan Wilkie, how do you define success?
Success can only be based on how you go upon it. You don't need to be filthy rich and be successful. Success is based on what you want to do in life, not anybody else. If you feel like you're successful in life, can't nobody tell you different.
That's how he defines success. Now, what if I were to tell you that sex determines how successful you actually are?
Call me Daddy Warbucks.
Oh! Sex is ultimately something we can never run from. No matter how hard you try, you will never quite leave sex. As long as individuals need to reproduce, there will always be a strong desire for sex. And that will always be the #1 stimulant. You want to look good, feel good, dress good. And at the end of the day, it all revolves around money. Now, how you going to get that money? You're going to make yourself look better by any means necessary. You want the girl? How you going to get the girl? You know? You have to sell yourself. Well, not really sell yourself, but you gotta make people like you. And once you make people like you, then you can become successful. But only by satisfying that #1 desire, sex. Sex can be a fun thing or a bad thing, depending on how you make it. But one thing is for certain, it does determine how much success you ultimately have. Here's Drake, for instance. Drake,
What's good, bro?
how do you define success?
I define success by getting females, getting money, and looking like me. Swag.
Exactly. He has it because sex determines how much money you get. Thank you, Drake. I am with brother Marcus Newkirk.
How you doing, everybody?
Now, are you successful, Marcus?
Not yet, but I'm trying to be.
Not yet, but you're trying to be. Well, we're grown men here. So is it okay if I ask you, are you sexually active?
Yes, I am.
Safe, though.
Yes.
All right. Now, what if I were to tell you that the amount of sex you have determines how successful you are?
And I feel like I'm on the right track.
He feels like he's on the right track. Now, you say that, but you just said that you don't feel like you're successful yet. So you feel like you're on that train to success.
Yes, I do.
Yes, he does. Well, we are with Kier Mack.
How you doing? How you doing, everybody?
Now, I'm here to ask you, how do you define success?
Wow. Kind of define success. You know, I watch a lot of sports, so I watch a lot of commercials. Success, I can really define it by the way the great Kobe Bryant does. To get to the top, you got to go over the top. So, you believe in the Kobe system and make sure everything is all right.
Well, I tell everybody this, and they don't seem to quite get it. But sex determines, ultimately, how much success you have.
Really?
Yes. Now, how do you feel about that?
I mean, it does matter because sex releases stress, obviously. And stress deals with how much success you can actually conquer and how much you can and how over the top you can really get. So sex could be that deciding factor.
Okay.
Huh, didn't see you there. But after interviewing students the past couple days, some had some really interesting things to say the least. But I don't think they really understood what sex transmutation is. I mean, of course, other factors that contribute to success. But I mean, the desire for sex is ultimately the number one. It's the force that drives intelligence forward in all living creatures, in both men and women. We compete against each other just because of it. We demand it. Our minds subconsciously focuses on it. Napoleon Hill said it best in his book, Think and Grow Rich. Check that out.